Morning everyone, just thought I would give you guys a hello and a welcome back from your Easter break. Clearly not much of a break in terms of going away anywhere. As I mentioned before, what I'm attempting to do is keep communicating to you. Obviously Monday morning we would normally be back at college. So what I wanted to do is give you a bit of an overview as what I've been thinking over the Easter period as to how we move forward as a group in terms of learning and teaching. So what I wanted to do is just kind of reaffirm that the main communication tools that I'll be using are my city. I will on a weekly basis continue to publish any materials, so any support materials, any learning, any slides, etc. I will be doing that through the course of each week. I'll also be asking you to use the forum if you have any questions about any of those materials. If you are struggling maybe to get the context of it, or you have got a question about a particular piece, then please post that on the forum and I'll endeavour to answer that as accurately as I can. So my city I'll continue to use. If I see fit that there's an activity that you can do to support your learning, I'll do that. But I'll focus a lot more on what materials that you need to be able to complete a report, for example, which I think's inevitably where we're going to get to. So my city is going to be a big part of my communication. And also maybe these videos. So whether this is just a kind of quite a normal thing to wake up to, unfortunately for you guys, to wake up on a Monday morning and me just giving you a little bit of direction or an overview of what we're going to try and do this week. I'll continue to do that. May come a time where I'll do a YouTube video, maybe a bit of a tutorial video, so maybe talk to you about some particular slides. And I was thinking maybe more about the graded unit aspect of it. So I might do that. As and when I kind of get the time to do so. And the third element of my communication, so my city, YouTube videos, and the third part being Zoom. So I've spent a little bit of time, as probably many of us have done, talking to family and friends through Zoom. I've now had an upgrade to the account, so I've got an unlimited amount of time to be on Zoom. And what I propose, and you'll see an email coming out today, is that I give you a little bit of Zoom time. So I request a meeting for each subject through the course of this week and hope that you can join me. And within that call, what I'm hoping to achieve again is that you're able to ask me questions quite openly. It could be quite specific or quite general with regards to that particular subject. So as I'm going to be posting a kind of request for you to attend the Zoom call, it will largely be in an afternoon, usually between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock, which is the best time possible for me to be able to host that because of commitments I have with my family. And hopefully you have got that time to log on. Now, that Zoom call can look like 100 things. It could be about a particular slide, it could be a particular key mini subject, it could be about the support guide, it could be about me talking you through maybe a report guide that I've published that week. But we'll see, it could be about comparing how many types of cakes we've made in the last week. Whatever it is, it's an opportunity for you to dial in and speak to me and ask me a question that hopefully might get you slightly better understood about a particular subject. So that's the kind of aim of Zoom. And then the fourth piece of communication is either sending you out or responding to emails. Now I think historically I've always found that a bit of a challenge to respond straight back to you. I will endeavour to do so as soon as I can, but I think between those four communication tools, the My City, these YouTube videos, Zoom, regular Zoom tutorial calls, if we want to call it that, and trying to respond to your emails, I think that's what we can do. If there's any other piece of invention or innovation that I can think of, I've looked at things like Kahoot quizzes, or any activities I can drop onto my city. I think where we are at the moment is that I fully appreciate that not every student is able to easily log on, easily put time aside in their day to commit to college. So this is very much, we have lots of different people in your class, for example, who are working very hard just now and aren't able to have the luxury of spending sizable time working on college. And we have other people who are maybe a little bit bored, who want to get their heads down and go to college, albeit online. So what I've got to do is really kind of strike that balance, and as well as some of the personal commitments I've got with my kids and taking care of them, we've just all got to kind of, I suppose we have a responsibility, and that responsibility for me anyway is to help you, is to try and produce work that you can work away at and in your time online. Some of you, as I say, may be able to do that through the day, other people might be able to do it at night, and some of you might just be struggling to do it at all. So I've got to be very respectful for that. I guess what I'm looking for is for students to be as engaged as possible. And whether that's coming on a Zoom call, whether that's posting a question on the forum, or attempting to email me if there is something that is causing you anxiety, or you want to have answered as quickly as possible. And I think that's the relationship we've got to work on going forward. I think in addition to that, I'll continue to speak to my curriculum head to understand if there is anything that you guys need to know, or any developments from a college perspective that will hopefully give you a little bit of a clearer vision as to how we're going to finish this year in the next 6-7 weeks, which is the kind of reality of it. So just a kind of quick one for me, just going through the kind of 3 subjects that I've got you for, and just to let you know what's kind of coming down the line this week with regards to it. So in organisations and management, I'll be posting some slides around about 2 mini subjects, one of them being culture and culture within an organisation. So I'll be releasing those and publishing those through the week. And in addition to that, I'll also be looking at factors that change an organisation and change an organisational structure. So those 2 subjects, those 2 mini subjects, I think will give you a total of 3 subjects over the course of in total we'll give you 5 mini subjects, and that's kind of where we're at. Is that next week the intention is that I publish a support guide which will then talk you and walk you through how you could complete the first assessment for organisations and management. Now, very mindful about assessing under these current conditions, but what I wanted to do is give you an opportunity, and in the next week's Zoom call I'll be able to actually walk you through that support guide and kind of set some expectations if you are able to, or you want to be in a position where you're going to submit some work. So that's what organisations and management is going to look like. For retail buying, I'm actually going to publish this week the support guide for your LO4 outcome. I'm quite comfortable that all the materials for LO4 are now online. So what I'm going to do is publish the report guide, and then on the Zoom call this week be able to talk and walk you through any elements of that, and again for you to ask any questions with regards to retail buying. And then finally, graded unit, which I know is going to be of big interest to you guys. We still need a little bit of clarity on how this is going to finish, so I'll be speaking to my boss to see if there's any developments from a college perspective, but also to understand where you guys are at. So again, I'll be hosting a Zoom call through this week, so keep your eye on emails to ask you and invite you on. And again, I'm sure you've got questions about maybe specifics. I had tried, and it was a question previous to Christmas that one of the students asked that maybe I do some audio recording onto slides. I did try that. The quality of sound is really bad, and it wasn't working. So maybe the Zoom call or a YouTube tutorial on a specific part of the development stage of graded unit might help you, but again, we can talk about that further on the Zoom call. So those are the 3 subjects that I'm kind of hopefully taking care of you with regards to block 3. And I will be just keeping out for an eye out for an email with this video, and also keep an eye out for any emails that I send regarding inviting you to a Zoom call. Now, I appreciate that maybe an afternoon might not be suitable to you, but if you can clear your diary and dial in, that would be appreciative. And finally, just hope you and your families are safe and healthy, and look forward to hopefully seeing you through the course of this week. Take care.